Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be looking into some of the information that came out from the October numbers for the Toronto Real Estate Board and all the properties that are there. We are seeing some interesting numbers that are coming out of here now. For a lot of you that know, the banks and some banks in Europe are claiming that Toronto is the #1 housing market in the world for a bubble. And that is mostly because of the property price versus the salary. So the average price of a home in Toronto was 1.2 million. The average salary for someone in Toronto was 70,000. And that just doesn't work. That disconnect between that price makes it impossible for people who live here to actually be able to afford a home. So this is a problem that they're trying to tackle. But when we look at some of the numbers, there's some things that I found that were surprising and some that I didn't find surprising at all. But I'm wondering what you think. Let's dive right into that article, and you let me know what you think in the comments below. If we take a look at the regular stats here, year-over-year transactions are way down 49%. Absolutely, we know that that is the case. Average selling price. Now, this is looking from October 21 to October 22. There's a little bit to take away from that, though it's saying minus 5.7. Remember, after October all the way till February, there was a massive surge in prices. So from the peak of where it was in February till now, the prices have come down a lot, not 5%. In many cases, 10, 20, up to 50% on a lot of different properties. So this is Toronto, which is a very expensive market, very leveraged market. So it's a little bit different. It's not the same for everywhere, and it depends on the class. Remember, if you have a small 500 square foot condo, it's probably not going to go down. But those large homes that may be a $3 million unit is probably going to go down quite significantly. So we wouldn't exactly take that just for what it is. We have to read into it a little bit. If we look at total new listings, 11%. Again, that's taken from October 21 till now, these 12 months. But if we look at from the peak where we were back in March when the war started, the number of listings in most areas is up in the hundreds of percent. Like 200, 300, 400, 500% more listings than what we had back in the spring. Also, days on market. This is very surprising to me that it's only 33 days. Again, it's looking at where it was October, which was at 18. But if we go back to the frenzy that we had in January and February of this year, where we were seeing properties have 30, 40, 50 offers on our properties that we were selling, that is a lot of activity, feverish activity. But back then it was 18 days back in October. So if we look at it today, if you just go on any search that you want to go on Zillow or Zolo or House Sigma or whatever you want to go on, you'll see there's a lot of properties that are on the market for 100 days, 200 days, 300 days, as people have really dug their heels in and don't really want to let that go, that price, even though the interest rates are going up like crazy. So everybody is different. They all have different financial advisors, of which I am not. But some people say that you have 3 months reserve, 6 months emergency funds, 9 months, a year, whatever it is. But as these interest rates are going up and people's reserves are getting burned out, once all those reserves get burned out, we're going to start seeing some major fireworks in the market. Now, what are we seeing them now? I check out the tax sales in all the different cities around Canada, the United States, even around our area in the Greater Toronto area. We don't see tax sales happening. I don't see foreclosures happening. I don't know anyone who's closing their business. Everyone's complaining. It's burning through their reserves. So what we're seeing at a national level in Canada and the United States is credit card usage is going up like this, and personal savings is dropping. So there will be a day. I don't know what day that will be. It's like saying, when will the first snow come? We live in Canada, right? So when will the first snow come? I don't know when the first one will come, but I know about the season that it's going to come. It's really cold right now. It's going to get a lot colder. So I know that it's coming. I just don't know the exact day. It's similar to when are people going to run out of money? I don't know the exact day, but I know the season. And the season is upon us. Okay, so let's continue on, you guys, with the next couple things that I wanted to show you. We see leasing activity is way down. People were getting a lot of COVID deals, so that is why that showed up here. Also, sales activity way down. We already knew that. one thing that is happening, I don't know where it is, was rental prices. Rental prices are going crazy. They're up 20% on the year. And I don't remember if it was on this one right here. Oh, here. Average one bedroom rent from $2,000 to $2,400, up 20% on the year. So the prices are way, way, way up. And look at this. The number of listings are way down. Hang on a second. Can we think about that for a second? Why do you think that the number of listings is way down? Because everyone's already taken the units. They've already moved into them. And nobody is wanting to leave their existing leases because now they'd have to get something else at 20% more money. So because the price has gone up so fast, nobody is leaving. There's only a few rentals left over, and everyone is paying a premium to get into them, especially as they're selling their homes at higher prices and moving into rentals for what they're believing is going to be a massive price, let's say, adjustment. Okay, so let's continue on with another graph. I'm wondering if you find this helpful at all. I find it extremely interesting. If you look at this, this is the average price for homes. So if you look in detached, we can see the number of homes is down 43%. The number of homes for sale in 905 is way, way down. This is the number of homes that have sold. I mean, not for sale. So the number of homes transacting is way, way, way down. More interestingly to me is the prices. If we look down at this chart right here, this is, again, a 12-month price change. But if you look at it, the TRREB stands for the Toronto region, for real estate. It's the entire Toronto region. So Halton, Peel, Toronto, York, this is like kind of saying like Brooklyn, Queens, all the different boroughs, different regions. But if you look at this, single family homes, if you can see, almost all of them are negative, negative, negative everywhere. Some of them are really down on the price, 10%. Now, again, from the peak in March, it's much higher, but this is just a trailing 12. If you look at that, it's down everywhere. But look what happens when we go to the other end. Townhouses are really robust, and so are apartments. So this is why I say that you need to have an expert when you're dealing with properties, Toronto or not. It doesn't really matter. And it's because, remember, the higher they are, the harder they fall. The more the mortgage is, the more leverage it is, the more it's going to fall. And this is what I could call band squashing, because you'll have an entire price band of expensive homes down to cheap, and it actually goes like this. The low price homes, and the high price homes, the high price homes don't just come down, the low price homes come up. And so that's what we're seeing right now. If you look at those single family detached homes, they're coming down in price, and the condos and townhomes are coming up, and they meet toward the middle, band squashing. Try to remember that next time you're looking at any properties. If you're looking at selling properties in the Greater Toronto region, that's what my group specializes. I'm a broker, and we have a group, and we specialize in selling properties for more money with less hassle and doing it faster. That is the main goal. After dealing with thousands of clients in my life, that's all anybody wants. And so if we can focus on those three things for you, we're happy to do it. Click the link in the below, DM me, whatever you'd like. Happy to be there. Listen, I'm here for your health, wealth, and happiness, as you know, every single day. If you know anybody that this could help, please send it to one person. We're trying to get more subscribers, so please like and follow if I've given you any value whatsoever, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for sticking around. If you like that video, you might like this one, and maybe something like that.